There's a special magic in setting off alone. Just you, the open road, and endless possibilities. The world feels bigger, yet somehow more intimate, when you're the only one steering your journey. Every mile you travel is a step into the unknown, a chance to discover not just new places, but new parts of yourself. Traveling solo lets you truly see a place, breathe it in, and discover yourself along the way. With no one else's agenda but your own, you can pause to admire the view, linger in a quiet village, or simply sit and listen to the wind. It's a rare freedom, and it's yours to claim. And what a place Turkey is, rich in history, breathtaking in landscape, and filled with the warmest people. From the bustling streets of Istanbul to the peaceful countryside, every region has its own unique charm and story to tell. Every corner here holds a new story, a new flavor, a new friend. The markets are alive with color and laughter, and the aroma of spices fills the air. Sharing a meal with locals becomes a memory you'll treasure long after you leave. Picture yourself behind the wheel, sun on your skin, free to turn wherever your heart desires. The road stretches out before you, inviting you to chase the horizon and follow your curiosity. This is the promise of a solo road trip through Turkey, an adventure and a personal pilgrimage. Each bend in the road brings a new surprise, a new lesson, and a new sense of wonder. I remember the moment I decided to go. Turkey called to me with its sultans, spices, ancient ruins, and turquoise seas. The thought of wandering through ancient cities and along sun-drenched coasts was irresistible. I imagined wandering bazaars, sipping Turkish coffee, and watching sunsets over surreal landscapes. I pictured myself getting lost in winding alleys, discovering hidden gems, and letting the rhythm of the country guide my days. I knew I had to see it all for myself, on my own terms. No guidebook or travel blog could capture the feeling of being there, of experiencing Turkey firsthand. So, come along with me. Let's explore the wonders of this incredible country together. Let's embrace the unexpected, and let curiosity lead the way. I'll share the stories, sights, and sounds that made my heart sing. From the taste of fresh baklava, to the haunting call to prayer echoing at dusk, every moment is a memory in the making. Maybe you'll be inspired to answer your own call to adventure. Maybe you'll find the courage to set out on your own, to see the world with fresh eyes and an open heart. The world is full of beautiful places waiting to be discovered. Turkey is just the beginning, a gateway to a lifetime of journeys. Sometimes the most rewarding journeys are the ones we take by ourselves. In solitude we find clarity, strength, and a deeper connection to the world around us. It's a chance to write your own story, one dusty road and one glorious sunset at a time. Let's begin this adventure together, and see where the road through Turkey leads us. My adventure began in Istanbul, a city straddling two continents, Europe and Asia, where every street corner seems to echo with centuries of history and the promise of new discoveries. The air buzzes with the call to prayer, the clang of trams, and 1,000 languages swirling together. Here, the city's pulse is felt in every step, from the lively chatter of locals to the distant hum of traffic weaving through ancient streets. I wandered the Galata Bridge, watched fishermen cast their lines into the Bosphorus, and felt the city's vibrant energy flow all around me. The bridge itself is a crossroads where people from all walks of life meet, share stories, and watch the world drift by. Standing before the Hagia Sophia and Blue Mosque, I was awed by their scale and history. These monuments have witnessed empires rise and fall, and their domes and minarets seem to touch the sky, glowing in the early morning light. Inside, ancient mosaics shimmer in the filtered sunlight, and soaring minarets tell stories of empires past. Every tile and archway whispers secrets of sultans, artists, and worshippers who once stood in these sacred spaces. The Grand Bazaar is a labyrinth of color, scent, and sound, a living tapestry of Istanbul's trading spirit. I got lost among lanterns and carpets, haggling for a silk scarf, sharing laughter with shopkeepers, and tasting sweet Turkish delight as the world passed by outside. Rooftop cafes offered breathtaking views of the Golden Horn as the city lit up at dusk. Sipping strong tea, I watched the sun dip below the skyline, painting the city in gold and violet hues while the distant call to prayer echoed across the rooftops. Istanbul is a city of contrasts, ancient and modern, chaotic and serene. Ottoman palaces stand beside bustling markets, and quiet courtyards hide just steps away from busy avenues, creating a city that is always surprising. It's the perfect place to start a solo journey, teaching you to embrace the unexpected and find joy in the unknown. Every turn offers a new adventure, and every encounter leaves a lasting impression. Here, I learned to wander without a plan and discover magic around every corner. The city rewards curiosity, revealing hidden gems to those willing to explore its winding alleys and vibrant neighborhoods. Istanbul welcomed me with open arms and set the tone for the adventure ahead. The warmth of its people and the richness of its culture made me feel at home, even as a stranger. The city's energy is unforgettable, pulsing through the night as music, laughter, and lights fill the streets. Istanbul never truly sleeps, and its spirit lingers long after you leave. My journey had truly begun, and I knew that Istanbul's magic would stay with me wherever I wandered next. Leaving Istanbul, I drove into the heart of Anatolia, towards Cappadocia. The landscape transformed into a dreamscape of fairy chimneys and surreal rock formations. I pulled over again and again, stunned by the beauty. The highlight, a sunrise hot air balloon ride. In the crisp dawn, dozens of balloons lifted into the sky, floating over valleys and ancient stone. The view was breathtaking, hundreds of balloons, the land glowing below. Cappadocia's history is just as fascinating. I explored the Gorim Open-Air Museum, with its ancient cave churches and vivid frescoes. Staying in a cave hotel carved into the rock was unforgettable. With my own car, I ventured to hidden valleys in the underground city of Derinkuyu, marvels of ancient engineering. Wandering those tunnels, I felt connected to the people who once lived there. Cappadocia is a place of fairy tales, history, and human ingenuity. It sparked my imagination like nowhere else. This chapter of my journey was pure magic. I'll never forget it. Next, I headed south to Pamukkale, the Cotton Castle. White travertine terraces filled with warm mineral water cascade down the hillside like a frozen waterfall. Walking barefoot on the terraces, the warm water soothed my feet and the dazzling white against blue sky was surreal. At the top lies Hierapolis, an ancient spa city. I wandered its ruins, explored the vast necropolis, and climbed the Grand Theater for sweeping views. Sitting on ancient stone seats, I imagined the city's heyday, bustling with visitors seeking healing. Pamukkale is more than a natural wonder. It's a place where history and nature intertwine. The layers of time are everywhere. You come for the beauty, but stay for the stories. It's a place that lingers in your memory, truly unforgettable. From the surreal white terraces of Pamukkale, I set out on a journey westward, my car winding through the hills and olive groves of Turkey, until the landscape opened up to reveal the sparkling blue of the Aegean coast. My destination was the legendary city of Ephesus, a place where echoes of ancient civilizations still linger in the air. Walking its marble streets, I felt history come alive. The grandeur of the Library of Celsus, the vastness of the Great Theater, and the intricate mosaics of the terrace houses told stories of a world long past. Exploring alone, I could pause to imagine the crowds that once filled these spaces and absorb every detail at my own pace, letting the silence speak. After Ephesus, I followed the sun-drenched coast, the road hugging the shoreline as the sea shimmered beside me. I stopped in charming towns like Alicante, where narrow streets are lined with stone houses, vibrant bougainvillea spills over walls, and the air is filled with the scent of the sea and fresh coffee from seaside cafes. The freedom of the open road let me pause wherever I wished, at overlooks, in quiet villages, or simply to breathe in the salty air. One evening, as dusk painted the sky in soft pastels, I found a secluded beach near Kos, untouched and peaceful. As the sun set, I sat on the sand, listening to the gentle rhythm of the waves, feeling the cool breeze on my skin. In that moment, I felt a deep sense of peace and connection to the world around me, as if time itself had slowed. This journey was about more than just visiting famous sites or ticking places off a list. It was about finding small, perfect moments, the warmth of a morning coffee, the texture of ancient stone, the joy of picking up a seashell on the shore. The Aegean coast, with its seamless blend of history and natural beauty, offered endless opportunities for reflection and wonder. It was the perfect place to slow down, to look inward, and to appreciate the simple joys of travel. Here, surrounded by the vastness of sea and sky, I found both solitude and a deep sense of gratitude. The sea, the sky, and the quiet. These were moments of pure bliss, etched into my memory. These moments, both grand and small, are the true treasures of travel, the ones that linger long after the journey ends. The coast left its mark on my heart, a gentle reminder of the beauty found in both history and the present moment. There's a unique joy in traveling alone, the freedom to shape your journey as you wish. I could wake up when I wanted, linger in a town, or take a detour on a whim. Of course, there were moments of loneliness, but those moments often led to unexpected connections, like sharing dinner with a guest house family, laughter bridging the language gap. Solo travel teaches you resilience and self-reliance. I navigated new cities, solved problems, and grew more confident with every challenge. The road became a place for reflection, hours of driving, music playing, thoughts drifting. In our busy lives, we rarely get this kind of space. Solo travel gives you time to reconnect with yourself and discover what truly makes you happy. The inner journey is as important as the outer one. You learn to trust yourself and the kindness of strangers. Every solo trip is a step towards self-discovery, and that's the greatest adventure of all. Turkey is a feast for the senses, especially the taste buds. Each region offers unique flavors. Istanbul's lavish breakfasts, fish sandwiches by the Bosphorus, and endless mezes. In Cappadocia, I tried testi kebab, stew cooked in a clay pot, cracked open at the table. Along the Aegean, I savored grilled fish, wild greens, and irresistible baklava. Every meal told a story of the land and its people. Music was the soundtrack to my journey. Folk songs in the car, live Saz performances in local mayhanes. Even without understanding the words, I felt the emotion in every note. The true flavor of Turkey, though, is its hospitality. Everywhere I went, I was offered tea, a symbol of friendship and welcome. Sharing tea and stories with locals made every stop memorable. These simple moments of connection are what make travel special. Through food and music, I tasted the true heart of Turkey. And I left hungry for more. Is it safe to travel alone in Turkey? Absolutely. I always felt welcomed and looked after. Turkish hospitality is legendary. People were eager to help, whether with directions or a flat tire. Driving was straightforward, main roads are excellent, and a small car gives you freedom. A navigation app is handy, but don't hesitate to ask for help. Locals are generous with their time. Language wasn't a barrier, many speak English, and a few Turkish phrases go a long way. Smiles and effort open doors everywhere. Dress modestly in mosques, trust your instincts, and be open to kindness. The warmth of the Turkish people turned a great trip into an unforgettable experience. Travel with an open heart and a confident smile. Turkey rewards curiosity and respect. It's a place where solo travelers truly thrive. As my road trip ended, I returned to Istanbul with a heart full of memories. I'd seen ancient wonders, tasted incredible food, and met unforgettable people. This journey was more than a trip, it was a story I wrote for myself. I hope my adventure sparks your curiosity. Maybe you have a dream destination calling your name. Don't let fear hold you back. The world is friendlier than you think. The hardest part is taking the first step, but it's always worth it. You don't need to be fearless, just curious and open-minded. Embrace the unexpected, find joy in small moments, and collect stories, not just souvenirs. These are the treasures that stay with you. So, where does your heart long to go? Share your dreams below. Let's inspire each other to set off on our own adventures. The road is calling. It's time to answer.